as a manager, how do you assess your team's soft skills so that they know where to improve?
A lot comes down to observation, right? Spend time with your team. If you can, join customer calls, ideally as a silent observer. You're not there to do the discovery or to do the demo or to jump in and ask more questions. But you're there to observe and help your team. That's your priority at the end.
Yeah.
Right? Often, or many companies have libraries of call recordings, etc., that you can also leverage. Of course, you always need to keep scalability in mind, right? If you're managing a team of 20 people, you can't join 5 customer calls per head per week or so.
Yeah.
So, but you still, I think, need to make the time to observe your people and provide feedback. Ideally, you have a way to measure certain things, like did your tailor or did your SE tailor a demo to a specific use case, or was it just a generic arbiter demo? Yeah. Did you stop to ask questions? Was the demo or presentation more of a conversation than talking to the customer? And yeah, based on that, have those conversations with people. And the good thing about what we call soft skills is that they're actually, from my perspective, not really soft skills, because you can improve, you can learn, you can practice them and get better, right? And from that perspective, I think they are actually hard skills that you can continuously improve. Yeah. And yeah.
So you're saying soft skills in your mind are actually hard skills simply for the fact that they can improve. Like, I guess the soft skills are just innate and hard skills are improvable. Is that? No.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Soft skills are harder to prove.
Okay.
But you can improve them with the same techniques as any hard skills or any perceived hard skills.
And I wanted to comment about you saying like sales and SE managers should attend calls and observe. I've chatted to so many sales engineers who get feedback from their managers that they're not doing something right. So they invite them on a call, and then 5 minutes into it, the manager takes over. Not because the SE is doing badly, it's just because the manager has something to say and they don't know how to take a back seat. So I love that you highlighted that fact that no, just take a step back and
Yeah, and I think that's so crucial as a leader or as a manager to be able and step back, right? And it's so hard.
I know
because you want to jump in and you want to support and you want to ask that question that doesn't come up, but you can't. You just shouldn't, because if you do that job, then your team, you're robbing the team of the opportunity to improve. So, and that's, yeah.
So if you're sitting there and you're watching someone not do well, they're bombing and it's jeopardizing the deal, what is the priority at that point? Helping the SE improve or making sure that the deal is not lost?
That's a really good question. Ideally, you support your team to get better before that happens, right? So you help them with the lower risk deals, but again, even you can even bump them, right? But still, helping someone get better is way more scalable than a single opportunity or a single call, right? Yeah. If that person gets better, then the next 5 calls or 10 calls or 50 calls will be better. If you jump in and take over that one call, the next 5, 10, or 50 calls will not improve. So it's a fine line, and it's really hard to.
What's coming to mind is that, like, did you play any sports?
Yeah, I played handball, and before that, ice hockey as a kid.
Okay, so you said ice hockey as a kid. And most people start playing ice hockey when they're kids, and then they keep getting better, and then they keep moving up in the ranks. And then if they're good, they get into the professional league. And even then, they start off the bench, and they're brought in for a smaller team and to earn more time. For some reason, with sales engineering, we've never done sales engineering in our lives. Like you
Yeah.
were something completely different. Like before you became an SE, you didn't even know you were an SE initially, right? And a lot of managers make the mistake of assuming like, oh, we hired this person, they're going to be great day one, just throw them in there and see what happens. But we never get any practice ahead of time. So I love the
Yeah.
fact that you just said like start them slow, like basically set them up for success instead of failure, which is some managers do well. Start with the lower risk opportunities and then graduate into the higher risk. Whereas a lot of managers also say like, we hired you, go live long and prosper, as Pac would say.